7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Good morning, the Medicare Machine. Joshua Youngs from the Medicare Machine Factory by Medicare Peace of Mind. Coming at you with today's agent tip of the day. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. Today's agent tip is about the importance of why you should always encourage every single client you have to go through an annual review with you. So every part of my annual review process, when I sit down with a client, and when we're reviewing plans for next year, and part of the process is I ask them to find the most recent summary of benefits. And what I want to look at is year to date, how many claims have been filed, what's the total billed, what were the discounts from the insurance company, what was the total amount the insurance company paid, and then finally, what was the client's responsibility for the year. In essence, how well did the plan perform? And I can go through the numbers with them because they a lot of times don't even look at that document and or don't understand it when they read it. And so going through that document with your client, part of the annual review process, you get an idea of how well the plan performed, how much out of pocket they had, and if there's any ideas that you need to address. And so I'll give you an example of why this is really important. I had a client 2 AEPs ago. We were doing our annual review, and during that process, we started to have a casual conversation. We talked about a surgery he had had previously that year, and immediately I knew on that particular plan the copay he should have paid was $275 for his surgery. Outpatient surgery should have been $275. Long story short, several weeks, about 6 weeks after his surgery, he received a bill from a certain doctor group, billing hospital, okay, unnamed. I'm not going to try to name names, but this is going to happen with any entity, any doctor group. You name the brand, it happens. And what's really important to stay in touch with your clients and find this stuff because they have no idea oftentimes. What happened was he got a bill for like $6,000. And he just worked out a payment arrangement with the hospital. And unfortunately what happened was the surgery happened in February. And so by the time we got to our annual review, because he didn't call me at the time, and we didn't have the conversation in the middle, this is part of the reason why I now do quarterly calls with every single client, is during that check-in at the end of the year, I found out since February he'd been paying like $500 a month. Excuse me, $250 a month. So $250 a month for 8 months. He had several payments into the system plus a lump sum payment he did at the beginning. All told, I think it was about $2,500-ish into paying the bill off, the $6,000 bill. So after I looked at it, I said, can you bring me the bill? And we started looking over things. Clearly this was a balance billing that occurred, is what I ended up figuring out, and getting the insurance company involved, using the carrier rep relationships I talked about yesterday, doing those carrier relationships. It's not just about getting opportunity and leads, it's also about giving quality customer service when problems happen. You got to have somebody to help you fix problems, and oftentimes waiting on hold or the call centers for agent support sometimes aren't equipped and or empowered to solve some of the problems that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And something like this, it takes a process. And so in essence, after a 3-month process of auditing all the information, going through the claims, the insurance company helped force, in essence, the hospital to recorrect the billing and issue a refund, and the client got all of their payments back because they had already paid their $250 copay at the time of service. And so the entire payment plan was reversed, the bill was eliminated, and they were issued a refund check. Now, if you want to talk about retention tactics, taking care of your client on that level takes not only the retention through the roof, but it also takes referral rates through the roof. In essence, every single person that person knows now, moving forward, that they know coming into Medicare or already have Medicare or have questions about insurance, they refer them all the time. And so that's very critical as you're building up referral partnerships. Some of your clients, if you take care of them correctly and you service them correctly and you treat them like family, like literally like family, you really encourage them to do the annual review, even if they're happy with their plan. You're going to find things like this. You're going to have opportunities to talk about differences and also to the process. If you haven't talked about things like hospital indemnity before, It's a great time this time of year to talk about as the plans change. Did you know you can cover the risk of these copays? And just explore and make sure that your client is educated on what's available. A lot of times, a lot of agents don't find opportunities that other agents will simply because they don't talk about things. Talk about hospital indemnity, talk about critical illness and cancer policies, talk about life insurance, talk about all the things. Do the things compliantly and use the timing correctly, but it gives you a reason to be there for your client. And if you need a reason of nothing else, just remember, if you're licensed as a life agent and you don't even approach the concept at all with your client, you do leave yourself open to litigation if the family finds out that you didn't even offer, didn't even take the time, knowing the risks, you didn't even take the time to offer life insurance. And so it's very critical that we do annual reviews. You give the quality customer service because it leads to more referrals, it leads to higher retention rates, it leads to better business practices, and you'll have a happier, healthier brand. You'll have a better known name, and that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking to be known as the Medicare resource in your area, the insurance resource, the property casualty, homeowner and auto person, whatever niche of industry that you're in, or any other sales environment. Make sure you have follow-up. Like a car salesman, I've had an experience with car salesmen where they send me follow-ups after the fact, checking in after 3 months, after 7 months. How's the car doing? How are things going? Staying in touch so that next time, knowing that cars go bad, next time that person needs a car, I want to be the one they call. Same thing with me. A lot of times you run into clients that are happy with what they got, or they should stay with what they got because it's the best coverage for them for that year. However, things change every year, and if you put yourself in a position to educate first, simplify, make people comfortable and trust, and just be there as a resource if they ever have any questions, it'll turn into opportunity over time when things change. And so you just want to be available. You want to do annual reviews at the very minimum, and I really highly recommend doing quarterly calls. That's today's agent tip. Hope you caught the fire. Write down the gold nuggets, play it again, share it, post it to your favorite group. Do whatever you gotta do. We help top 20% agents become top 1% agents. One tip, one day at a time. Apply these things. You'll grow 1% better. You'll do 1% more every single day. And eventually you'll start doubling your productivity. Have a great day. Get out there and have a great Tuesday.